Welcome to my sacred space, Extrasensory Empress, with you guys with another energy update. We're looking into divine masculine today. See how he is interacting with the divine feminine on the spiritual level. See what the messages they're exchanging in 5D, and see what else is happening in the connection. Moon is in Pisces right now, so it's pretty emotional time. Pay attention to day-to-day affairs. Staying in touch with practical reality is super important right now. Avoid spacing out and daydreaming, because this could be taken wrong way. All right, so be mindful to how people see you, how you present yourself, because if you stay in the present moment as you're communicating with somebody or just doing your activities, day-to-day activities, staying in the present moment will help you to avoid misunderstanding of others. Okay, their perception could be completely wrong just because you are in your emotions, in the feels. Okay, being around positive people can also help you out. It could be beneficial because you're more receptive during this time. So if you're receptive and you put yourself in a negative situation, that's gonna accelerate more and bring more of negative feelings or emotions that you probably don't want to experience. Okay, and the same way with the positive emotions, you probably will be more receptive to the positive emotions if you surround yourself with positive people. So be mindful where you put yourself during this time, and you're in control. You can choose how you want to feel. Okay, but it just gives you a little bit of a heads up on how to handle yourself. Okay, anyways, interesting spread. I hope you guys enjoy it. It has a little guidance to it. There's a lot of still confusion in the connection, and the feminine definitely needs to stay strong and within her mind. Okay, there's still a lot of healing going on, but remember, this is a journey, not a destination. All right, let's see what's happening. We're going to interrogate divine masculine today. And this is where divine masculine is at. So he is completely finished. So he's done with something. Something ended in divine masculine's life at the moment. So divine masculine might be recognizing that something is happening that's outside of his comprehension. So he knows he has been wrapped around in something very confusing and conflicting within this connection. And I'm saying he's been kind of bombarded with signs and synchronicities, and he is really trying to recognize what's been done, what happened, and what went down. So divine masculine is definitely finding a way, I would say, with this card. Let's see a little bit deeper what's going on. This is the overall energy. So let's see what's in his mind right now. So in his mind, we got a world in reverse. So this is what is happening, and this is what he's thinking. So he's thinking he's not finished with something. So he's not done yet. He does not see that he's completed something, okay? That's his mind. So it's almost like there's one door closes and the other one is opening here. And this is a different card. He does recognize the darkness and the light. And he partially sees himself as a winner, but he's not sure yet. He doesn't know what exactly he won here. and he's not even sure if that's what he wanted. So he's kind of like contemplating on the and self-reflecting at the moment too. He's counting his blessings and see how far he has gone, and he's evaluating what he has accomplished. Okay. All right, let's see what he needs to know. Actually, I would say what Divine Masculine wants you to know right now. Okay. All right, so we got Prince of Cups here in reverse. So Divine Masculine basically is telling you that he's been seduced by you. You have definitely come across his mind a lot. And he is very much is kind of like intrigued, okay? But his feelings were just, he understands that his feelings were just out there on the surface. At the time, he didn't think it would go so deep, okay, as it is showing with these cards here, okay? Let's see, I wonder, there is something else he wants to tell you. He also, I also want to ask how he sees you right now. How does he see you right now? Yeah, so we got the Queen of Water, right? So in reverse, it came out. This tells me that this whole connection was a little inconsistent as how they saw it. Or maybe you weren't consistent with them. Let's clarify that. Yeah, you were not consistent with them. And then we have Star in reverse. And then you became too close-minded and stubborn, okay? That's what they see. They felt coldness from you because you weren't accepting the connection as it was. Okay. And then what happened, you realized that it wasn't working out for you. You decided just to run. Okay. You did not appreciate that. You felt like there's something else going on. You felt like there's people that try to get involved, steal something from you. There's a dark bird in there. You thought somebody was trying to use black magic or something in that nature. You see there's a lot of gossip. People try to steal things. There's the thieves. There's just it got ugly and chaotic. So you decided to run from this connection, okay? And he recognizes it now. He's contemplating. He's analyzing everything, and he's thinking, "Oh my God, this was a mess." So if masculine has been away from you for a while, he's been really thinking about those things. Okay? So, and why did he run? Yeah, so because there was a third-party situation. He was torn. Okay? That was his secret. Okay, and that resulted into guilty, blood on hands. So he has realized that he hurt Divine Feminine, okay, with his behavior, with the games, with others, karmics. And he realized that he's guilty of what he's done to poor Divine Feminine, to cause her to run. So he's contemplating on these things, and he's analyzing, he's looking back and thinking, gee, I screwed up. I really did not need to act this way, okay? So now he's haunted by past actions, okay? He's definitely haunted by past actions. So this is what he's preoccupied with at the moment, okay? Let's see what his feelings are for the feminine. His feelings. Okay, so Queen of Cups in a reverse. So that tells me that he's still trying to hide and manipulate his emotions, okay? He is not very consistent, and he feels like what he did was really immoral, that he manipulated the feminine. So he feels kind of not very happy about this. He definitely manipulated. He was too smothering at first, and then all of a sudden he changed. And that was wrong. That's what confused the feminine and threw her off, so which caused her to run. All right. What else his feelings are? Yeah, of course. And then he was not very nice. He was rude. I got Prince of Swords here. Then he became very rude. Okay. And he just pulled the trigger, and he was very unconsiderate to feminine's feelings. Okay. He became extremely cold and cunning. Yeah. And he realizes that he is definitely his empress. So he's been protesting to accept the fact that the feminine is the empress. Okay? He was actually an asshole to his empress. And that's not how you treat your empress, you know? A lot of feminines kind of recognize that, and they're like, nope, we're not doing this. We're not playing that game. So I'm out. Peace out, buddy. So, okay, so let's see. Let's see if there's anything else that he wants us to point out to. Okay. Why was he that Prince of Swords? Where exactly did he step into being a Prince of Swords and rude? Where was he rude? Yeah, he was just jealous. He was threatened. He was threatened. He did not feel like he was good enough. He was extremely threatened. He was jealous. And he couldn't handle his emotions. So he burned out very quickly. See how red? There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of anger, yeah. So, yeah. We got 10 of water in reverse here, which tells me that he kind of sabotaged his own happiness here. Sabotage. Okay? It was interrupted. He sabotaged it. He let others in, and that sabotaged his own happiness with his empress. So he's pretty bummed about that. Okay? Because he saw the fact that the feminine was self-sacrificing and giving him everything he wanted. She was the muse. She was his everything. And all he had to do is just reciprocate. And he didn't. So he scared her away with that, you know, with his behavior. Plain and simple. Let's see. All right. So what would Divine Feminine would tell the Divine Masculine right now? What kind of advice the Divine Feminine would give to the Masculine? Okay, so yeah, basically King of Swords in reverse. Stop being an asshole. Stop being malicious. No need. All right. And 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups would kind of represent this particular situation. She wants him to be more practical with his options, okay? She wants him to be, you know, more practical. Stop falling for the illusions that he's got all these options with his, you know, He needs to decide. She doesn't want him to be rude, and he needs to decide, okay? Yeah. And plan better. So we need practical solutions to make the way. You're waiting for your ships, right? Divine Feminine says, you know, I'm waiting for you to disillusion yourself and stop being rude and cold. Figure it out. Okay? You know, you're probably waiting for the chance, and I'm waiting for the chance. We got 3 of Wands, so we got the plan. So we need a better plan. Okay? Okay, so what's masculine is hoping for right now? Well, Temperance. I got Temperance in reverse. So masculine is definitely hoping for some kind of like okay, so what I'm hearing here, masculine is very much afraid of losing the feminine. So he is concerned with competition here. He doesn't want competition. And he's getting impatience. He's getting a lot of impatience within his actions. Like he wants to act, but he wants to think about what he's doing. And he doesn't have patience to deliver or have something practical with the more methodical ways of approaching the feminine. So he doesn't know how to deal with his impatience. Okay, he's hoping that feminine is going to be not going and looking for somebody else to build a life with. You know, he's impatient. He wants to do something, but he can't make the steps because he is definitely still going through his crisis, his personal crisis right now. So he understands that he ruined everything, and he's afraid that feminine is not going to accept him with the way he is right now. Yeah, that's his hopes, that feminine still loves him, okay, and still waiting for him. Okay, what are his desires? Yeah, so I got the 2 of Wands in reverse here. He desires for some results. Okay, he desires for some results, but he's very frustrated that nothing is happening right now. The divine feminine is not moving towards his direction. So he's frustrated that she's not doing anything because she's been fed up with this third-party situation crap. So let's see. Yeah. So he's hoping that she would bring the past up. He's hoping that she would let it go and just forget it like it never happened. Okay, he's still concerned that feminine is still like upset with him and she's not going to accept him for the way he is. Yeah, he's afraid that she's going to chop his, you know what? Okay, with this Princess of Swords. He's afraid that she's going to be very, very harsh with him. So, and he desires that she would not be. He's hoping for, you know, for her to be loving and kind. But, I mean, she has her reasons to be upset. She's going to protect her territory. She's not going to allow herself to be stopped in her tracks and be played with. Let's see what masculine has to do here. Okay, let's see. Masculine needs to really work through his values. Okay? His lesson here to learn to communicate properly about his boundaries, what his goals are, and to be more clear about what he wants out of connections, not just come in and out, drop out, no closure, no explanation, no nothing. Just treat them like they never existed, and that's not how feminine sees it, her future. Okay? So yeah, so definitely there's a lot of fear, okay? There's a lot of fear. So masculine needs to work on this. He's full of fears. And regarding the values, by the way, because he really did, their values were just off. They were not on the same page, and it was just a whole mess. Something got interrupted. A lot of people got into it in between, and there was no communication. Things were unclear, and masculine is definitely feeling that he has to take accountability for this behavior, okay? Okay, so what he would say to his feminine right now. All right, he says, let's start over. So he definitely wants a new beginning because he feels like he finished with that other cycle. And he's like afraid the feminine's going to be angry with him. But I think feminine, we'll check on feminine's energy one more time before we leave the spread. So let's see. Well, he definitely wants to take it to the next level. So we have that he does want to offer something bigger because he actually is looking at his values here, and he does want to make an offer of something more substantial for the feminine because he realized that he really did not need to treat her the way he did. He scared the crap out of her. Now she's running from him. So now she is the runner. All right. Yeah, so he does miss the touch. We got French kissing here. And what else we're thinking here? So I do forever. Yeah, like I said, he's definitely looking into his values. He is evaluating his connections, and he's kind of looking within to see who is doing what and what roles they're playing and how, you know, and if they're bringing a value to their life, you know, they really are evaluating. They're looking into things a little bit deeper. They're going within. And feminine energies. And feminine is just like, okay, this is judgment. I'm just going to focus on myself here. Feminine is living in a conclusion here that, you know, she's going to be doing what she's supposed to be doing. She's going through rebirth of plants, and she's forgiving herself. And she's making all this improvement into her life. Okay, she's there to create, you know. So definitely, yeah, and she definitely has to hold her balance here. Okay, we got the Temperance card that she knows that she has to. It's gotta be equal when it comes to connections and partnerships. She has to be able to share thoughts and feelings with her partner without, you know, being questioned or ignored. Okay, she communicates very clearly. So, and she definitely makes her own plans now. She wants a new beginning. She is, she wants to take her power back. Okay. And she's definitely practicing self-love here, is what I'm seeing. Okay, so now we're just going to pull one more card here to see where we're at as far as the actions and the outcome. So what are we doing with all of it? So we got fancy here. So definitely this is a higher level connection here. So understand that things are not going to be normal, ordinary in this connection. So just remember, this is very unique counterpart, saying that not everybody can really comprehend. So masculine is to stop being a hoarder and stop trying to pick up all women. And feminine is to focus on being practical with her emotions and paying attention to her day-to-day practices and staying grounded, I guess. So that's what it indicates. Yeah, and she is very loving, but not a dummy. So she is definitely logical And she is thinking everything through, okay? So she's thinking everything through. As far as masculine goes, they can be a little bit of advice fishing because they're too much. They have too much pride to ask. So there's still a bit of an ego. They're asking around what to do in regarding this connection. They're trying to get some advice from friends, from family, and yeah. So definitely, they're starting to feel something. They're feeling the void of not having feminine in their lives, and it traumatizes them a lot. So, but that does not change the fact that things happen, and feminine is going to stand her ground, okay, and get in touch with her own intuition, okay. Let's see. Yeah, so he needs to stop hurting his connection with skanky women, okay. And this connection is truly orgasmic for both. So, and not allow any contradictions would be very, very helpful, okay? Anyways, I hope that was helpful. It gave a little clarity. You see what's happening in the situation. You lived it through. You resonated with it on some level. But understand that these connections are just a test to get you back on track. Don't waste your energy thinking too much about it. This is a healing journey, and everyone can take something from it that helps them to get through this, okay? All right, hopefully that helped. Take care, guys.